What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Burley Oak Brewing Company, and they are out of Berlin, Maryland, and this is their Citralaxy. So this is an American IPA that comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume, 24 IBUs at the time of review. This can is approximately 2 months old, and I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to the guys over at 21090 Brewing, Todd and Andy, for hooking me up with this one. Thank you very much, dudes. Truly do appreciate it. In the description box, I will post a link to not only the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies they sent my way, but also a link to their channel, which I highly recommend you checking out because they do it all. They have great production value, good humor, and they're just very knowledgeable. And yeah, their videos are quite a lot of fun, and I pretty much watch all of them. And yeah, just good dudes in general. And they sent me out a box, and I cannot thank them enough for doing so. So this is a American IPA. They call it basically going to be a New England style IPA. I'd imagine that they're brewing with Citra and Galaxy, hence the name Citralaxy, combination of both. I get it. Sounds cool. I have rolled this can right before I turned on the camera, and yeah, around 2 months old. We should be all right. I don't think anything too bad about it. Should be fine. You know, I mean, some people might flip out. Nah, man, 2 months. You should be good, and that looks beautiful. Especially if, you know, I'm sure Todd and Andy, I think, you know, Todd pretty much sent these ones my way, but I think, you know, they're going to handle their beer correctly, keep it cold the whole nine. So we should be fine. I can smell it. It smells awesome. Anyway, yeah, that's a New England style IPA. Super hazy, has this like deeper orange color. I like to say honey orange, but not quite that deep of an orange. But yeah, you know, murky, turbid, has about a finger of a creamy off-white colored head. Just looks fantastic. That looks like a New England style IPA in general. Let's get a nose. Yeah. So two things I'm getting right off the rip. Very like zesty citrus fruit, like oranges, tangerines, dare I say, tangelos. Yeah, it's more like a zesty, pithy kind of like citrus fruit mixing in with like a nice like orange juice or OJ vibe. But then right after that comes a melange, so to speak, of tropical fruit, passion fruit, and pineapple from the Galaxy, like crushed pineapple, sweeter, almost candied pineapple. There's an underlying herbaceous dankness as well. Yeah, I mean, pretty much a perfect marriage of Citra and Galaxy in the nose. It just smells awesome. Like I said, around 2 months old, still super vibrant. The nose is big. I'm sure they dry hop the shit out of this one, so just tons of fruit characters to it. Little bit of like a sweet malt kind of going on, like more of like a almost like biscuity kind of malt character as well. Yeah, it smells fucking awesome. Let's get into it. Cheers, and thanks again, Todd and Andy. Truly do appreciate it. Really, really nice. Couple things. First off, nose was better than the taste. The nose was very vibrant and just bold in your face, and dare I say bombastic. Shout out to Paul over at PA Brew News. Really just had an oomph behind it. The taste is more subdued and mild with all those flavors carrying over, just like maybe knocked back 25 to 30%. First off, body, mouthfeel, spot on, fucking spectacular. Body, medium, touch over medium, 7.5%. I'd say 2 thumbs up. I don't know why I was going to do 1. 2 thumbs up. The mouthfeel, super soft, creamy, incredibly smooth on the palate. Yeah, a straight medium body with an epic mouthfeel. So this is the first hop-forward beer I've had from Burley Oak. Another good friend of mine, a viewer of the channel, Alex, who has sent me a ton of Burley Oak beers. He sent me a bunch of the Dreams and a couple other sours within Burley. I think he did the 3 Dreams, another beer, and then a Jelly Not Jam. I forget, it was like cranberry, apple, pear. And then he also sent me an Imperial Stout. He also sent me a triple IPA that unfortunately it got dented in travel and leaked everywhere, so I didn't get a chance to try it. So this is the first hop-forward beer I'm having from Burley Oak. And yeah, they pretty much nailed the body and mouthfeel. Now the flavors, a little bit more subdued, like I said, from the nose. That OJ, the zesty citrus character carries over more than the like tropical candied crushed pineapple and like passion fruit and tropical fruits in general. Now, right at the front of the palate, that zesty orange juice, tangerine, tangelo, that all hits right at the front. Passes through the palate. Little bit of like See, in the nose, it was more like candied and crushed pineapple, like sweeter pineapple. In the taste, it's more of just like a ripened pineapple. So it's sweet, but not overly so. Passion fruit, there's like a touch of like a acidic, almost tartness kind of from the passion fruit. I know that sounds weird since they're not using fruit, but just kind of gives me the overall feeling of it. It finishes with a mild bitterness, a slight dryness, but this has a bigger residual sweetness. As you can see, I'm crushing the shit out of this. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not an amazing, mind-blowing New England-style IPA for me. I mean, I don't know how many I've had at this point, but it's probably in the, I don't know. I don't even want to guess, but it's definitely hundreds and hundreds, right? This is very well made, super easy to drink. The positives of this one, body, very nice. Mouthfeel, bonkers. The crushability, the drinkability of this beer, through the roof. The flavors, though, I'd like to see a little bit more emphasis. And maybe if this was a bit fresher, that it would have popped a little bit more. But as is, it's still a really good beer. So I'm going to give Citralaxy from Burley Oak. I'm going to give that a, you know what? I was going to give it a high 4 out of 5, so like 4.1. I'm going to bump it into the low 4.25 range because of the mouthfeel. Let me just go back one more sip. By the way, none of this matters. Ratings don't matter in general. But yeah, the mouthfeel is awesome. So I'm going to give Citralaxy from Burley Oak, I'm going to give it a low 4.25 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.15 out of 5. I'd like to see the flavors be a little bit more, like pungent. The nose, 4.5 out of 5. Like that, if they carried over, 4.5 out of 5 all day. As is, the flavors aren't as intense as they were in the nose, but I still like the body and the mouthfeel and the drinkability. So 7.5%, I can't even tell you. It drinks like it's 5 from an ABV standpoint. So really good stuff. 4.15 out of 5 for Citralaxy from Burley Oak. Price and availability, I don't exactly know. So if Todd or Andy want to chime in, I'd imagine something like this, $18 to $20 a 4-pack. That would be my guess, and probably brewery only. So I would imagine somewhere in that range, probably not too far out the realm of, where these land for the most part. When you're talking about brewery-only releases, a 7.5% IPA, New England style, usually $18 to $20 4-pack. So, yeah, thanks again to Todd and Andy for hooking me up with this one. Really do appreciate it. Like I said, go check out their channel. Cool dudes. They do great videos, and I always look forward to them. And I'm going to get them a box out probably by the end of March. Want to get them some other half and some other local stuff so they can do their state series from New York. So yeah, anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.